Hello, fellow geeksters, and welcome to Pardon, My Geek Podcast.
Welcome to Pardon My Geek Podcast, and your culture is taken seriously and not serious at all. I am Quinn Hogan. That is my co-host, Josiah Short. Say hello.
Hello, that's me.
All right. How have you been? It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week. It's been okay. I have nothing to complain about. This is small talk, by the way.
Small talk.
If you guys in the audience were wondering what we were doing, small talk. Yeah, nothing really to complain about my last week. Things are starting to look a little up for me with school stuff.
Ooh.
Maybe a potential job.
No longer be working for your dad.
Well, it would be a part-time job, but still a part-time job is a job, especially in a field that you want to do it. So.
Yeah. Oh, it's a film job. Ah.
Yeah, it's a film job.
Nice.
I'm still waiting to hear back to see if I need to come in for like a full-on interview. It might not happen. It may happen. So it's kind of in the air right now.
Yeah, keep us updated.
Yeah,
And,
I will.
And you said things are looking up with school as well. What do you mean?
Well, so if this whole job thing doesn't work out, I think I found a pretty good school that's going to accept the most credits that I've seen in school yet, besides Oregon universities that are a pain in the butt, really.
Yeah.
The closest one was Southern Oregon University for the media and communications, but it seems like that's like more of a journalism class.
It's also Southern Oregon.
And it's Southern Oregon.
Which, like, Ashland's pretty. I love Ashland. But also, it's the university.
Well, I would be doing their, like, online stuff.
Yeah.
They did have, like, a digital film in person, but, like, their media and communications was an online, and that seems more like a journalism class. And if you know anything about me, you know I'm terrible at writing. And you know that I'm way better at making stories through the lens of a camera and through editing and through, like, conversations and story building through cinematography.
Yeah, you don't...
That's how I tell a story.
You don't want to see how the scripts look before I go through and look at
Well,
them.
like, I want to read the script, but then, like, not care about it whatsoever later because I'm doing the camera work, which is why we make a great pair.
Right, because I'll go through, fix the mistakes and everything, and you'll be filming. Yep.
Yep. See, this is why it's gonna work out if we ever get our film project off the ground.
Yes, we need to. God, we need to.
Like, literally. Get it off the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
never mind.
no, I got you.
Okay. Got it. But yeah, so Arizona State University.
Ooh.
I reached out to them, and they had like a pre-acceptance transcript evaluation to see how many credits transfer, and so I was like, oh sure, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
It was free and stuff, and so I sent over my transcript, and they how many credits?
Carry the 6, add the 2.
So they said that they would be able to transfer 45 credits.
That's not bad. Out of how many?
Out of, I thought I got 90.
90?
I thought I got 90, but I may just be off.
So either way, it's either just under half or around half of your credits.
Just like in that half area. So then they had like the sheet, and it's kind of the same as, I don't know if CUCC does it, but 120 credits gets your bachelor's. And so then that would leave me with 80 credits left to get my bachelor's. And the best part is, like, their pricing for their terms and stuff, 12 credits, it was around $4 grand. Like,
that's not
$425.
That's not bad for a term.
For a university.
For a university. For an out-of-state university.
It's trimesters. So it's not like a full semester. But still.
So bad.
So, if So if this whole job thing doesn't really work out, I guess I have a school that I'm gonna try to go to and push for and see how well I can do it without,
Send out that cover letter, that portfolio, like fight for it,
Yeah, I gotta try to get there. So it's looking up right now. I have like 2 options, and if one doesn't go through, I have another one that I know will work out among itself. So I'm hoping for one more than the other, but it's looking up. It's been a while. It's been a lot of patience for this past couple months, and just
because all you could do is be patient.
Really, that's all I can do, and it really just bothers me because I want to be doing stuff, and I don't want to be out there. Yes, I want to like have some breaks here and there, but then like I want to be doing something. Like I don't want to be sitting in the house all alone, waiting because I've done everything I can, waiting. No one's here because everybody's out at work or school. Like sitting at home Thursday afternoon, like it's like 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and I'm like, I literally have nothing to do besides sit here and play video games, or maybe do some other editing stuff. And so it's like, all right. So it's been.
Go ahead.
It's been a lot of that. It's like, give me something to do.
Yeah, at this point, you can't couch potato anymore.
No. It's like I've become sick of couch potatoing, which I didn't think was possible when I started college. It's like, I just want to couch potato for like ever. It's like, nope. It gets boring really quickly.
Yeah, you get that uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's called work ethic, people. But yeah, that's about it. And then if you follow me on Instagram, my business portfolio or business profile.
There it is.
Business profile. You saw on my story that I was building a pretty large green screen set.
Yeah, you're working on something big for your
so
church.
Yeah, I can't say much, but I can tell you that it involves some kids dancing and worshiping, and then I'm in charge of editing, and I was in charge of the directing and stuff. So it's a pretty ambitious project for my church, and so I'm really excited to see how this all turns out later. It's going to be a while, but maybe the editor will show you something when I send it to him when it's finished over in like May. May's like the deadline, so it will be finished by then, but like it's not going to go like wide release, and so I won't be able to show the whole thing, maybe like a clip or two to him. So we'll see. But the idea is to make these videos and then sell them. And then so the church gets money, so then I get money, and I get paid. So it's not just like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do this for you guys, like I've done before for the church. It's like, oh no, this is something I get paid for. And I'm like, yeah.
You're hoping to make it professional.
Well, yeah, and I mean, we all say this, money doesn't speak, but money does speak. Money speaks professionalism. When I got my first paycheck for like setting stuff up, I mean, it wasn't a lot because we were just starting, and once we do get this project off the ground, we'll get more money, we'll get more grants from the actual Nazarene corporation gifting us money to make this project because it benefits all of the Nazarene. Then I will get more money, but still, I got that first paycheck for like $400, and I was like,
that's not bad.
But this was like a week before we even set up anything. Like we were still in the planning stages, and we were just getting ready for filming. And so I was like, I did nothing for this $400. I'm ecstatic.
I mean, the literal definition of professional is you are being paid for it. So it's like, yeah, you are a professional for the church.
I am, and don't tell anybody this, but I think I'm gonna get a title at the church here soon. Ooh. Like an official title. So
look at you moving up in the world.
I don't know if it's real, but I was talking to our lead pastor because we're getting our new worship pastor who's getting like his visa finally and is getting accepted. He's from Venezuela. And super cool guy. He's super fun, and he's the one making this music for our worship project. He makes music, and so super talented and stuff. But he's also trying to like build a team and he was like, I should make Josiah my media director or something like that. And so I was like,
An actual title. Would you look at that?
that was like the rumor. It was like a telephone. It's like I heard from this
Yeah.
guy, and then I heard it from that guy. So who knows? Could all just be rubbish. Could all just be a whole bucket of baloney. But
Going British on me, are you?
British.
Are you going
Yep.
rubbish?
A load of rubbish. That's enough about me. Okay, Quinn. Please
Alright.
tell me about your life.
I have midterms this week, so I have been
Oh.
studying and stressing, and a little bit of games here and there. You always need a downtime during
You need a downtime.
during midterm week. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of just been me. I've been midterms. I did one today. Which I think went pretty well, hopefully. And then I have one tomorrow, and that one's gonna suck because it's chemistry.
Ooh.
Yeah, which I've been doing fine in chemistry, but these topics are hard.
Whoops.
Sorry, I just saw you. There you go.
Shh. I'm typing. Stop. Just keep talking. You're not supposed to be looking what I'm doing.
Sorry, folks. Got distracted. Yeah. Oh, I have a project in
Ooh.
anatomy that is a creative project where I explain a thing from anatomy in a creative way. So I'm gonna be doing a fake podcast.
Oh.
Where
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna do what I do here. I'm just gonna turn on probably just Audacity. I don't think I'm gonna need to turn on OBS. And I'm just gonna blabber about this topic for about a minute or two, and then I'm gonna turn it in. Because that's pretty much
That's
all the
cool.
assignment it needs me to do. Yeah, it's like people are gonna be making models and stuff. It's like I don't have the creative brain. I already have everything I need to make a podcast. I'm just gonna make a podcast.
Yeah.
It's-
And we've been doing it for a while, so you have an idea.
exactly. It's gonna be a fake podcast called What the Body.
What the body? Wipe the body with the floor. Sorry. Keep going.
Actually, be a fun segment for our podcast. Would be a science related section.
You would definitely lead that one.
Yep.
While I do love chemistry and stuff. I loved that science class. I was one of the kids where science made sense to me, and I was able to follow along. Where a lot of kids were like, "This I don't understand." So I always liked science, but once I got out of high school, I was like, I'm done with science. I have a choice. I'm only taking the 3 lab science classes that I need to take, and I am done.
Yeah. So that's kind of just been my life: studying, doing projects, playing a little bit of games here and there. My life is more boring than Joe, and that's saying something because you've been saying it yourself. You've been couch potatoing.
Well, you are doing something. You are like in class, like physically doing something.
Yeah.
Like
It's like I guess I could
that's
talk about
more
my-
than me.
It's like I guess I could talk about what I'm doing in class. Like today we learned about the heat of reaction between acids and bases and calculated the C-cal of these reactions. But I don't think anyone wants to hear that. So I'm gonna leave it at I did things in class. Cheers.
I did things in class, and that's what we're gonna leave it at.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, still sounds like an exciting life.
Yeah. It's a good life. Can't wait for summer.
It's a good life. There we go. Just finishing
Finishing up some
up the
notes.
notes for our next section. Sweet. So that's it for you, right?
That's
You
it
don't
for
have
me.
anything else from your life
Nope.
you want to touch on? No. Okay, cool.
I mean, is there something that you thought of that I didn't touch on? Like,
Well, that's why I'm asking. Is there something that you were going to, or no?
No.
Or okay. I just thought I'd check.
listen, if it's boring, say it was boring.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so today is going to be a little bit different because we have so much news and trailers to go through. I decided it would be fun to mix in the news with our fun games segment today. So what's going to happen is we're going to get to the nerdy news later, and instead we're going to start with trailers. Now, last week was CinemaCon for our date, April 22nd. Last week was CinemaCon.
Yep.
And so we missed a couple of trailers that came out and some other news, including some big ones. We didn't really touch on the Sony stuff, but we did mention it. We said that there were some new images for Spider-Verse and stuff.
New images, some new
some
reveals
Resident
about
Evil
movies.
things. Yeah. Bloodborne, yeah. We had some things going on. Yeah, and then we had the DC one later that night, but nothing really exciting happened. Then there was some footage shown of the upcoming Clayface movie. If you forgot, that's still a movie happening later this year in October. So DC has 2 movies and a series coming out this year. They have the Lanterns, the Supergirl, and the Clayface movie. So we shall see where that's going to go. If it's going to be good, it sounds like it's definitely going to be a horror genre. Like, it's going to be creepy and body horror kind of stuff.
Good.
Like this, like Substance.
Because it's good because Clayface at its very core is a horrifying concept.
Very much so.
Like,
It's not going to be funny like the Harley Quinn show Clayface. It's going to be scary, old school Clayface.
I mean, even most of Clayface in a lot of media is pretty, like, no, they don't really touch on the horror aspect of Clayface. The only ones that really do well with it are Batman, the animated series, the original, and the Caped Crusader, the one from, I think, like 2025?
Yeah, the newer one on Amazon.
Yeah, which is really good, by the way. I
Love that show. That show was really good.
I can't wait to see it.
Just the fact that I love that show doing like an old 1950s kind of vibe with Batman.
100%.
Like old school Batman.
Like a very noir setting. Like this is year one noir Batman. Like this is grungy and like dingy. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. We can get into that later down the line when we get more news about season 2 coming out.
Hopefully.
'Cause that's still happening. It will. I'm pretty sure it's still happening. It got really good reviews, the first one.
Yeah.
But, like I said, Clayface happened for DC Studios. Nothing else really was announced for DC Studios. We talked about it last week, how Adria Arjona was casted as someone. We don't know. People are saying that she's Wonder Woman. That's not confirmed. People are saying it's Maxima. That's not confirmed. So whatever you've heard, that's lies until you actually hear an official statement from James Gunn or Peter Safran.
Or us, because we're definitely...
Or us, because we are...
We are on the breaking... We're on the newsroom floor. We are breaking the news.
We are up there with the top nerd news podcasts, like Raiders of the Lost podcast. We are right there with them in popularity.
Right, we are in contact with James Gunn as we speak.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Gunn.
Nope. It was just my mom. But why that is important is because we missed the rest of the CinemaCon, which happened for the rest of the week, which were the more important ones, which was like Disney and some other trailers being released with Warner Brothers and A24, some Angel Studios stuff. We missed Insidious trailer came out as well. We'll cover that one sometime later. I just didn't want to fill up our bracket that much. But we are going to dive into a couple of these trailers that came out, starting with an interesting one, but from a legendary director, Ridley Scott.
I was going to say it's a Ridley Scott film, so that gives it a bit of a prestige.
mainly known for the Alien world, I guess you could say. Like, he is one of the biggest creators in the Alien and started it, really. So whenever he makes a movie, it's going to be interesting and it's going to be probably terrifying.
Yeah, he's up there with some of the other big creators or directors like Tarantino.
Yeah. So, this movie, The Dog Stars, is by Ridley Scott, and it includes a whole bunch of other people and is connected to Black Hawk Down, Body of Lies, The Martian, The Last Duel. A lot of those people have come over to make this movie.
So at the very least, it
should be interesting.
Well produced.
Very, very well produced. Yes. Very well produced. Hang on, I'm looking for the rest of my notes. Yes, it starring Jacob Elordi and Josh Brolin and Margaret Qualley as the main three actors in this. It should be. It's like a apocalyptic kind of movie.
It's like a plague pandemic type thing. You're talking before the podcast on whether or not it's a zombie flick, because there are a couple of scenes that would suggest yes, but also it's not mentioned anywhere whether or not that they were zombies. So it's also could have just been like raiders or marauders or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is based off of a book by Peter Hellers back in 2012. It's about a post-apocalyptic world where a deadly virus has wiped out most of humanity, and then the story follows Hig, Jacob Elordi's character, who was a civilian pilot, and who meets up with a tough ex-Marine, Josh Brolin's character, as they just kind of try to survive against the dangerous elements of the world and protect them from the raiders, as you see in the trailer. And they just search for hope. As I'm reading this description, they're searching for hope beyond isolation because they're lonely.
Yep. Mysterious radio transmission guides them. Yeah. Yeah, should I get into my deeper thoughts?
Yeah, sure. Give me some of your thoughts.
I am so sick of post-apocalyptic movies. Like, I don't know if I should be that blunt on the podcast, but good God, there are so many. And I know this is based off a book, so it's not as egregious as, say, if it was original film, because yeah, it's from a book, but also there have been so many that have come out. I'm just like, yeah, I'm tired of the genre, honestly, at this point. I'm a little burnt out from it because there's enough doom and gloom in the world. This just exacerbates the doom and gloom, you know. It's just too close to home for a lot of people, and just makes people more depressed about their current living situation and their current situation. And even though a lot of them have kind of a hopeful message at the end, I still feel like it's just too much depression. You know, especially in our day and age. But
right,
I don't know. Maybe if you have a different opinion, or maybe I'm just kind of in the wrong for saying that.
I mean, I think everybody has, their own opinion, and I think the post-apocalyptic genre is definitely like overused. But you also have to remember that like a lot of the books that people love reading are post-apocalyptic worlds, and so while sometimes it's better in a book than a movie, I don't think we've gotten like a decent post-apocalyptic like movie that's like actually been good or has had good like people behind it, producers or directors. So this could re-spark the post-apocalyptic like genre, like we had the craze back in 2000, 10 to 17
Yeah.
with Hunger Games and Divergent and all those kind of movies.
And the original was 28 Days Later. Oh, that was
Yeah,
that was
the original.
2002.
That was early. That was early.
Yeah, that was early. I didn't realize that was that early.
No, those were early. Those are great movies,
Yeah.
great zombie movies. But as much as we like to give those movies hate, those movies really defined a generation
Oh,
of
100%.
kids. I mean, us as well. I mean, I remember reading the Hunger Games book in school.
I've never read or watched the films, but I've like any young adult movie or in book nowadays is because of Hunger Games, right?
Yep.
Like you can see the Hunger Games DNA even if you've never read or seen it inside these books, just based purely off like the plots or who the leads are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is really, this could be Ridley Scott's highest grossing film since The Martian, based on early previews and some people talking about how the movie was made and stuff, saying that it was made with care and how Ridley Scott really enjoyed the story and wanted to make it as close as he could. And as we said before, it's based off a book, and when you base anything off a book, you have the book fans, and they will come out of the woodworks and they will support the movie. Even if it was trash, they're still gonna go watch it to see how trash it was.
See how
That still gives the
closely it
person
is-
money.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get money, and I don't know, is this Ridley Scott like? Okay, Ridley Scott desaturated this movie so much. There's like zero colors in this trailer.
Oh no, it's
I
so
was-
gray. It's
The most colorful thing is his airplane, which is yellow.
Like that's kind of been an issue with a lot of modern filmmaking and show production. Is like, why is everything so gray? Like I know I'm
Well,
saying
it's all-
that, and my camera is currently filming me in shadows. Like I'm well aware of that. But like, why is everything so gray and blue and cold?
Editor, make him gray. It's
Booming
also
gray,
just
yeah.
like Ridley Scott. That's just Ridley Scott. Like he makes things desaturated like crazy, and I don't know why. I don't know why he did it. It wasn't like it was cool back in the 70s when he made Alien, and that added to the story of it and to the horror genre, but now it's just kind of annoying and boring.
I think that, God, yeah, I'm looking at like clips and images from the trailer. It's like, God, it looks so gray.
Yeah.
It looks so boring.
You're like, oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put this in there because this is like a very interesting movie, and I wanted to see what you thought of Ridley Scott
Yeah.
and your
I've-
thoughts on this
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic movie.
Yeah, I hope to God it's not zombies. Because the only thing more oversaturated than post-apocalyptic media is zombie media. Please let those people just be marauders that they're gunning down.
What about the Resident Evil movie that's going to be coming out later? That's zombies.
Yeah, and that, I'm biased because I like the video games.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Maybe there's some people who are going to be biased because they like the book for this movie. So
Exactly. I'm not going to say people who like this movie are wrong.
You're all wrong.
You're all wrong. This movie gonna fucking suck. No, I'm not.
This
No.
movie's going to suck.
Just because I'm tired of zombie and post-apocalyptic movies doesn't mean that everyone has to be.
This is true. Okay, let's move on to the next trailer, which is the trailer Jack Ryan and the Ghost War, a
Yeah.
Amazon Prime original movie that's going to be coming out in May. And to get you prepared, you gotta go watch the show, all 4 seasons.
Jack Ryan show.
Great show. Highly recommend.
And
Highly.
as I told Joe, I never watched the show.
and I just about like picked up my computer and threw it at him through the computer.
Yeah,
So
I think Joe is getting sick of me saying I haven't watched TV shows and movies that that we are covering.
No, it's not annoying at all. It's just not like we're doing a full podcast or anything on it.
About movies and TV shows. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I can. Yeah, the seething is for something else, not towards me.
Yeah. But Jack Ryan is a national treasure, should I say? Well, really, it's John Krasinski.
I was going to say it's John Krasinski, who is the national treasure.
He brought the character alive, but the Jack Ryan character is a well-known character based off the books. It sounds like the show, from someone I know who's read the books, it sounds like the show does a pretty good job at sticking to the stories from the books. And John Krasinski just kind of brings it to life, really.
Books are written by Tom Clancy, a legend of the genre.
Legend of the action genre, really.
Legend of, like, just the geopolitical, like, spy thriller genre. Like, his Rainbow series, his Splinter Cell series, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Super.
That was a side note. Sorry.
No, it's good. We got a stupid bug. Keeps flying around my face. But yeah, there are like super similar stories to like nowadays. If you go and watch the show, season 2 is all about Venezuela and like how their leader is a dictator and stuff, and it's like, when was this made? And you're like, 2019. How did they know?
How did they know?
And then you like actually get into it and you figure out like the books from Tom Clancy were like written like years before that, and you're like yeah, how did he know?
80s, yeah. It like there's an old story of Tom Clancy getting visited by the CIA because they were worried information got leaked to him about like military secrets and stuff. It was like, no, just Tom Clancy was just that smart when he was writing. Never been in the military or anything. He's just intelligent. He just knew what was going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is. It's probably good to say this that the Jack Ryan like show is technically a remake or like another version of the Jack Ryan like things. So there were 2 films before this with Harrison Ford as Jack Ryan back in 94 and 90. What was the other one? Patriot Games 92.
And then there's also one more with Chris Pine.
Oh yes, there was the Chris Pine Jack Ryan Shadow Game or something like that.
Yep, Shadow Game.
Was I right?
Yeah.
First try.
No, sorry, Shadow Recruit. You're close.
Gosh, dang it! Had my hopes up.
We were crashed. Yep.
Had my hopes up, but yes. So, like I said, kind of like I was telling Quinn, that Jack Ryan is a very well-known character. Like the Jack Ryan character is very well-known, and that's why I was kind of surprised that he hasn't actually like heard of Jack Ryan.
After we started talking about it, after I started thinking about it, I recognized the books. I never read them.
Okay.
But I did recognize the books. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Would you watch this show?
Yeah. I mean, if we wanted to cover it, I'd absolutely watch it. It's got John Krasinski.
I know, it's John Krasinski. How can you not like John Krasinski, the
no,
Office guy?
I love John Krasinski. Like, I've never
the guy from The Office.
I've never watched The Office, but I love
neither.
John Krasinski as a person, as an actor. Yeah. No, if we want to cover Jack Ryan the movie or the show or something, I'd absolutely watch it.
Yeah. We may, just because I love this movie and we're probably going to watch it. So the storyline says you follow Jack Ryan, who reunites with the CIA operatives to navigate a treacherous web of betrayal against an enemy who knows their every move, facing a past they thought was long put to rest. The trailer pretty much spells that out for you. It tells you the storyline, how it's like a secret government agency that does dirty work, and now they're going rogue, and they have to stop them before they do something terrible.
Yeah.
It's your classic geopolitical war movie.
Yeah, and it's the old soldier coming out of retirement type of thing. I don't know if that technically is like what's going on, but definitely gave that feel during the trailer of him kind of like you said, reuniting with the CIA.
Yeah. It was filmed all on location in London and UK, England, all the Europe. In the trailer, you see that it's a very European based. It's all gonna be over in Europe. It seems like we're not gonna do a lot of back and forth. It looks like, but all on location. I do remember reading some reports about them closing down some streets in London to do some filming. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
I'm not sure.
So I knew this was coming out, but then I just kind of forgot about it. I hadn't heard anything about it, and some people were sometimes saying like, "Oh, season 5 of Jack Ryan," but then they were like, "Oh no, it's a movie." So, woo! I actually like a movie better than a series, because with some series you can like get just an extended storyline where it just drags out throughout the whole series, and unless it's like a good storyline that needs to be dragged out, then it just becomes stretched, and you're like, what time is it? Okay.
Yeah, I guess I gotta watch another episode.
I guess I gotta watch another one, and then time you know it, you're like, what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 3 a.m.
I watched all 8 1-hour episodes back to back.
All 8 1-hour episodes, and now I'm bored because I finished it.
Yep. I have that empty feeling in my stomach after having finished something I was addicted to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find more information on the specific movie, but there isn't a ton.
No, I mean, it was just revealed, so I imagine there's not going to be too much.
Yeah. I don't expect them to have too much on there.
No,
but
like the first trailer came out, just under a week ago.
It just came out.
It just came out. Yeah.
Quinn, why don't you introduce our next one?
Oh, I am? Okay. I see why. Yes, next is the Street Fighter movie. I definitely was prepared for this. Street Fighter movie. Directed by Kaita Sakurai, who what have they done in the past? They had Bad Trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of a up and coming or kind of newer director based off their filmography. They have a couple. They do have older movies, but nothing really hitting it off. But yeah, this is a video adaptation of the Street Fighter video game. Yeah, and they make it very clear that they are. It's a campy tone for a movie. Very referential. So many references. Yeah. I don't know how much you want me to say just right now, if you want to talk about it further, because I do have a lot to say. But if you want to say something before I just start yapping.
Yeah, I can kind of go into the whole Street Fighter thing. So, the Street Fighter, like Quinn said, is directed by Katsu. Oh, my camera died.
What? How?
Hang on. That's why I have a spare right next to me. Like Quinn said, the director, Katsu Sakurai. He has gone on many interviews and have said that this is like a passion project for him, on how he loves the Street Fighter franchise and loves the craziness of the world, and that he was so excited to be involved in this project. And then he also has said multiple times that he is making this movie for the fans of Street Fighter who grew up with it as he did. And then right there in the trailer, you see just the tone of the movie, how it's goofy. This is not supposed to be a serious movie.
No.
This is going to be a Street Fighter movie with literal street fighting.
And everyone
on the street.
Yeah. Everyone uses their, special moves, like oh god, who is it? Someone did their suplex. Who was it? I know the character. Don't worry about it. I know who the character was.
He knows.
I know.
It starts with a Z. Isn't it Zangief?
Oh, it was Zangief. Haha, I knew.
Yeah, Zangief. See?
Yeah, Zangief did his suplex, there's of course the Hadouken and Shoryuken. Yeah, everyone uses their special moves. They're not trying to hide the fact that they are just straight trying to recreate the video game as a movie. Yeah. There's one scene that I saw the trailer, I was like, alright. And that is between Chun-Li and Cammy. Where Cammy's like, everyone talks about your thighs. I don't see it. Of course, referencing to how video game Chun-Li is bigger than Kalina Liang and her portrayal of Chun-Li. And that I heard that, I was like, not sure if I like that joke. Yeah. When I saw it and I heard that joke, I wasn't going to be so sure about the Street Fighter film, but then I was reading some reviews and some comments. Everything all right?
Yes, the stupid bug. Sorry.
Okay. I thought you were telling me to give you a say. I read some comments and
going.
some stuff on the movie, and apparently a lot of people are excited for it, so I was like, okay, maybe I should put, my biases for a second and give it a peek or wait to see how the reviews are coming in when it does finally come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am definitely one of those people who are as excited for this movie. It just because I feel like we don't get a ton of movies that are just fun to go see.
Turn your brain off and just enjoy type movies.
Yeah. So my guy Ritchie is one of those directors who will make a fun movie where I can go and watch it in the theaters and just be entertained and have fun watching it, and I don't need to walk out going, "Oh my gosh, it was amazing." Yeah. Or walk out of there saying it was supposed to be amazing, but it just wrecked me.
Yeah. You're when you watch a Guy Ritchie film, you're not expecting Project Hail Mary.
No. But you watch a Guy Ritchie film and you walk out of there and this new one coming up, In the Gray, with Eliza Gonzalez, Henry Cavill, Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm definitely going to go see that because I know it's going to be a fun time. Is it going to be taken seriously? No. Does it need to be? No.
It's, three action actors fighting people. It's just going to be dumb fun.
It's going to be dumb fun, but it's going to be fun. And I feel like the world is missing out on this, and I feel like this Street Fighter movie is going to be that. And I think because it has the Street Fighter name, it's getting to a lot more people than a Guy Ritchie film will. And I think this film really will revitalize the fun genre of a film. I mean, we're getting Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter in the same year this year. Yeah. Both movies look honestly really good. Oh, yeah. Mortal Kombat 2 comes out in May, coming up. It's actually coming up pretty soon. May. That film looks awesome. Despite all the hate the first one got, it only got hate because it came out in the COVID years. It went straight to streaming, and so people were already, booing it.
And there's some thoughts about it, the choice of how they ran with the story and everything. But that's a discussion for another episode. Yeah, but the second one, even they kind of went okay, we're gonna do this one a little bit better. They
turned up the goofiness from the first one. The first one was a lot more serious than it needed to be. Turned up the goofiness in the second one, which also saved them money. I'm pretty sure the budget for the second movie is only $80 million, so they only have to make like $90 or $100 million to break even to make this film a success, which I think they will. It's a pretty popular brand, Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm. Actually less. So, it's closer to 60.
Oh, is it really? Oh,
yeah, it's like
there you
65 or 68 million.
Well, maybe I was right then. Like 80 million for
like the total. Yeah.
For marketing and stuff, like that costs a pretty penny to market it.
Yeah.
And while it did get pushed back and stuff, it's finally ready to come out, and I think maybe they were pushing it back for Street Fighter.
I mean,
to put it in the same year.
I mean, they've been two sides of the same coin since their original games, right? So it's like,
yeah,
it makes sense they'd want to come out around the same time.
Right. I did see some rumor that was saying, like, is it possible to get a Mortal Kombat Street Fighter crossover movie? And I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Well, that'd be hilarious. Don't do it.
They have such different, Mortal Kombat's 92, first Street Fighter was 87. It's like, they have such different levels of maturity. Like, we're not going to see blood and, like, excessive gore in the Street Fighter film, but you expect blood and excessive amount of gore when you watch Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, yeah. So,
you'd have to get rid of one of their identities to make it work.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that for either of the films.
No.
But I just want to put it in there because I wanted to say I was pumped, and I've probably rewatched this trailer a couple times just because it's exciting. A large production, large budget movie like this with a whole bunch of goofy fighters using stupid powers like a fireball, a giant like oaf man that's like 7
Blanca,
feet tall.
Like this, what I like also is that like the fight choreograph actually looked good. Like,
oh, it looks great. I was actually trying to find who the choreographer was.
Like the fight between
I couldn't find
Ken and Ryu in Ryu's apartment or Ryu's like house. Like that
looked good. That was so good.
That looked really good.
Just like the like effortlessness of like him dodging his attacks, and then just like jumping up onto the sink, jumping down, missing, and then catching it and pulling up his sock and saying "sit down."
Take a seat, yeah.
And pulls off his sock to get him to sit down. I was like, "Whoa, Ryu, easy now. We get it. You're a feet guy."
Hey, I mean he's always shockless. He's always feetless.
Hey, he pulled off the socks of the guy. So I was trying to find the fight choreographer.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
No, I only got cinematographer.
It looks like no one's been
costume,
like officially announced for it.
Yeah. Shoot. Lots of stunts though.
Yeah.
Lots of stunts.
Sooner or later, they're going to get revealed, and we'll probably give them praise.
We'll give them praise because, I mean, they definitely deserve it.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy is or girl, they deserve
whoever the individual is.
Yeah, they deserve the praise for how real that fight looked and how, like, in that fight you could feel the emotions of like these two characters that were just kind of meeting.
Yeah.
So, well done.
All the costumes look great. Sorry.
Oh, the costumes.
We can move on.
No, we can keep going. The costumes did look great, and I think that was probably one of my favorite parts is that they all looked like
they all
the game
accurate.
Like, yeah.
The only thing is, like,
I mean, maybe a little tweak here and there just to make them different. Yeah. But still,
like Cammy, the only thing is like Cammy's not in her usual green leotard. She's wearing a blue for this one, but like that's.
But it still works.
It still works. And actually, blue might have been her original color. I'm trying to find art of her in the original game.
Oh, from like the 80s and stuff. That could be, yeah. That you may be right. Yeah. I mean, the cast is stacked. It's a large cast. They really went all out for trying to get the right people to do the characters.
Yeah.
And let's just say I will be there. Opening night, I will have my seat ready to go. So I'm excited for that movie.
Now we can move on. Sorry.
Moving on to the next one, we had our final trailer, and you guys are probably sick of hearing this, but it's the next Star Wars, Mandalorian and Grogu final trailer. This showed us just a little bit more of what we've seen before, a little bit more of the New Republic area that Mandalorian's on, more of the actress that's in there. Now I can't remember her name. Oh, Josiah, you idiot.
The rebel, not leader or officer, but like the important person that was kind of talking and everything with Mando.
Yeah. Sigourney Weaver, my gosh.
Got there in the end.
I'm gonna jump out of this window. That was terrible. I'm sorry. But yes, Sigourney Weaver is the tabs is the like rebel New Republic kind of leader that Mando is reporting to and stuff, and we got to see a lot more of her, and that was very interesting. Then we got to see some more jungle clips. Don't know where that is.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Maybe
That was
it's
kind of near the
Kashyyyk or
end.
something. Like, I don't know. I like Kashyyyk.
Maybe a new planet or
Maybe a new
something.
planet. Yeah.
Saw more of the Mando taking down the AT-AT.
AT-AT.
It was super fun because he was on like one of the little walkers from the Clone Wars. Super cool. Got to see more. What's his name with the hat?
God.
I know what his name is. It's not coming to me. Does it start with an R? Maybe.
Not an R.
Oh, Embo.
There it is.
I see. I knew it. It was in there. It was in my brain. Embo. We saw a lot more of Embo, and he looks sweet. I'm excited to see him live action and see what they do with him.
He's just a cool guy in general. Like he's gonna look cool.
He's just a cool guy.
Yeah, like
You put some cool alien guy, bounty hunter, with a hat.
with a
Everybody's
white
gonna
hat
love
like
him.
that. Yeah.
With a wide overhang hat. You got yourself a cool guy right there.
Yeah.
No need to explain.
The thing I found about when I watched this trailer was like, yep, it's another trailer. Because like you mentioned, it's a bunch of the same of what we've already talked about or covered or knew. It's a hype trailer. It's like it's not showing anything worth showing. It's basically just like it's hyping it up. It's here. Get ready. Look how cool it looks. But yeah,
Look how cool.
look how cool.
It's so cool.
Oh my gosh,
But-
Endo or Embo, not Endo.
Embo.
Embo.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because you could view it as both. It's a good thing that it's been showing the same stuff over and over because they don't want you to they don't want to show anything else.
Yeah.
And that they're saving everything for the movie. Great. That's what we want. We don't want you to show everything in the trailer because then we have no need to go watch the movie.
Exactly.
It could be a bad thing because that could be it, and that's all the fun things that we
Right.
see in the movie. It was in the trailer.
Everything in between.
So-
is talking.
I really hope it's the other one, and that there are some big scenes that we haven't seen yet that are going to show up. There's got to be some big reveal. There's got to be something big in this movie. It can't just be like another Mandalorian Grogu story. Like, we need to have something.
There needs.
Either
Go ahead.
you kill off Din Djarin, the Mandalorian.
Which would be
Listen.
surprising.
I know, but they gotta do something with this character if they're like, this has gotta be it. Unless they're planning on making more things with Mandalorian,
Like why
they gotta wrap him up.
Why wasn't he in the new prequel or the new trilogy? If like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they gotta wrap something up. They gotta either like, they gotta do something. They gotta bring in some surprise character. Okay, let's just say if they bring in like Cal Kestis, and like he like shows up in the end and is like, I'll take Grogu and like we'll go start like an actual training or something. Like,
and
that did happen in season 2 with Mandalorian and Luke Skywalker. Yeah. But if Cal Kestis shows up, I will lose my schniz.
And watch that leads into the third.
The game.
The third game.
If they Star Wars. If you do that, I will sell my entire body to you because that would be the greatest thing that you could possibly do to bring back Star Wars.
Yeah. I beat the second game not too long ago, and that was incredible. So.
Oh, the second game's amazing. And we know the third one is going to be the last one for Cal Kestis. But, okay, that idea just blew my mind. Love that idea. I'm going to be running with that idea now.
It's going to be your headcanon. Everything else will be a disappointment.
Everything else is disappointing. But, like, seriously, like, why doesn't, like, Star Wars do stuff like that? Like, I understand the whole, like, not everybody can play the game, and so not everybody's going to finish the story. But there are ways to make your movie, like, flow into the game, but still keep a narrative in the movie so where you don't necessarily have to, but it's, like, your option. It's for those who are like, oh, I will play that next game. And it's like, that's this storyline, and then we're going this way. Yeah. It's like, you could go that way and go watch it because this connects to that. And that, like, fuels more of an experience in the third game because you watch the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it helps elevate each other. Like, I don't understand why they don't do that more.
But the issue would be like, oh, if you play the game but don't watch the movie because you can't or something, you know, why does Cal all of a sudden have this baby with him?
Right.
Yeah.
But see, and then that's what, like, the probably issue is. But then again, like I said, there are ways to, like, fix that. Like, you start to play the third game, like, in the second game, it gives you, like, a overview of what happened in the first game. And technically in the second game, you start off, you have no idea what's going on and where the rest of your friends are until later.
Yeah.
And technically, if they came out with a book that explains what happened in those years between them, and if you read the book, you would know, and you would have a little more story. But eventually in the game, you figure out what happened, and you learn. You had, like, backstories and flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah, they just all went their separate ways, and Cal wanted to keep fighting, and everyone else wanted to do their own thing.
Exactly. So there are ways to do it. But I think we're going to run with that. Geeksters, this is your theory that you have to run with now. We're not giving you a choice. That's the theory. Unless you have a better one. But I don't know how you could top that.
In which case, your theory is not better. It's actually wrong.
I don't know how you could top that. So something big needs to happen. A lot of people are saying that they don't need a big character to show up in the movie. And while I think that it's very strong for them to go off just, a character that they just created and make a full-on movie in the Star Wars universe based on that character, I still think just to push up the Star Wars movie brand, they need to bring in someone that will get people talking, that will get people converging with their friends. Oh, you gotta go see Star Wars. That ending, you will not believe who shows up.
Yeah. The biggest mistake I think they can do though at this point is to introduce someone from the Skywalker era. It's like, love Luke, love Ahsoka and everything. Don't bring them back. Mm-hmm. Let at this point the Skywalker era settle. Because that's the biggest issue I think that Star Wars keeps running into is like, but they're these cool characters and everyone loves these characters. Look at these characters. And so it's like, no, let the Skywalker era rest and bring in new, unique characters. Or bring in characters that are just totally disconnected, like Cal. So, yeah. I do agree that bring someone big in would be good, but just don't make it like Ahsoka or Luke or Rex or any of them.
Right.
Yeah. I don't even know if Rex is still alive. I haven't kept up with him.
At this point in the universe,
He's
I
probably-
don't know.
He's probably dead.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
He may show up in the Ahsoka series. We're the season 2 that's still coming out eventually. I think they finished production or finished filming a while ago. So we're getting a season 2 for the Ahsoka live action series, which has been said that it's going to be a lot more some people have said that it's going to be better than the first season. The first season was fine. I think it just gets a lot of hate just cuz I don't know. I guess Ahsoka's not a kid anymore, and people are mad that she's not a kid.
Okay,
And she's
she grew up.
I was like,
big
she
deal.
grew up.
Yeah.
She's like 40 now. It's like she ages. What's the matter with you?
Yeah,
Get over it.
It's like, okay, do you want something like the Obi-Wan show where it's like it's during the years following Vader, or do you like what do you want?
Yeah. So I would love a Vader show. Let's get a Vader show, Prime Vader show. That'd be sick.
Actually make him scary.
But yeah, make him scary. So I did want to talk about a little bit about Star Wars because we're on the topic about what's next. What do you see next for Star Wars? Is it dead in the water? Has it become a TV media? Is there a chance it comes back and becomes the Star Wars that Star Wars is in movies and is the franchise?
My hope is that it comes back as more than just a TV series, a TV media. I want more Star Wars. Hell, I wouldn't even mind if there was like a book 10 or something. But like I mentioned,
episode 10,
an episode 10, sorry. But like I said, keep it away from pre-existing characters and plots. Cuz the latest we have in the Star Wars timeline is the last movie with Rey, whose name I completely remember. Don't at me.
Rey Skywalker?
No, the movie name.
Oh, The Last Jedi? Oh, Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker, that's it. Yeah, it's like I believe the latest in the timeline we have is Rise of Skywalker. I wouldn't be disappointed if we got a movie, 15, 20 years in the future from that, following someone completely different, right? Like, don't bring in Rey, don't bring in anyone of the Skywalker family, don't do any of that. Do what they did with Cal, right? Like, give us a character who, like, I don't know, maybe if you want to bring in Rey, maybe make him like a disciple, or make her like a disciple of Rey, who's off doing their own thing, and, maybe talk about a new Jedi Order or something. But, like, make it self-contained. Don't try and, like, oh, remember the Skywalkers? Remember how cool they were? Right? Because that's the...
Right.
I mean, that's the biggest issue that the Rey series has had. We've talked about this before. It's like,
We have.
they were too afraid to continue along their own merits, that they were trying to cling to that past, but that past, like, ran dry after a while, So...
That's Disney for you.
Yeah.
But...
So
I see what you mean.
Yeah, I would love a new main series movie that's just disconnected from everything before. That's just set a little later in the timeline.
Yeah, I would love that. And I think we definitely are going to get some resurgence of Star Wars stuff with a new head of Lucasfilm.
Yep.
Because Kathleen Kennedy has officially stepped down. Everybody cheers. Woo! And Dave Filoni has stepped up as head. It's a co-head. It's like him and some other gal who runs like the business side, and then he runs the creative side. So they're like a partnership and stuff. And I think that's honestly for the best when you have two people heading up a giant business like Lucasfilm. Like I probably just became too much for Kathleen. I mean, she had to do both the creative and the finance and like business side of it.
Yeah, Lin-Wen Brennan, by the way, is the other.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. She deserves a shout out too, because she's she's dealing with everything between finances and marketing and helping
She
get money for the Star Wars movies.
She admittedly has the hard job. Dave Filoni just needs to make good movies. She has like the hard job of getting the funding, getting the budget, of fighting the shareholders and being,
telling Dave what he can do and what he can't do.
Yeah. She has
Like,
a
we
hard
can
job.
afford this. We can't afford this.
No, you can't blow up another 10, planets. You know how much it costs to blow up Alderaan?
Do you know how much it costs to blow up Alderaan? But I say that just because Dave Filoni is known for creating, like, really good characters and building them up. Like, he created the Bad Batch characters, and hate all you want, but those characters are awesome characters, and they are well written, and they're interesting, and those are the characters that want you to watch their show. And so Dave can definitely go to George Lucas, go to the Skywalker Ranch, hang out with him for like a weekend, and talk about what's next for the Star Wars franchise. And like Quinn said, we jump maybe 40 to 100 years in the future. The Skywalker name is legend. That's what it is. Yeah. It's a legend. It's a story that you tell around the campfire. Jedis are now a myth. Sith are a rumor. And it's like the world has kept going with like these stories of empire, a first order that once ruled the galaxy, but now it's something else completely different.
Make it like a fairy tale you'd hear with like in the medieval setting of like, oh, there was once this princess and a dragon, but make it, Star Warsified.
That'd be so cool.
There was once a Sith and a Jedi, Like,
that'd be so. Yeah. That's a way to start like the next. I would love that if that's how they started the next movie. Like
a picture book.
It's like maybe kids sitting around the campfire like telling like these fairy tale stories, but it's just like the story of the Skywalker legend and stuff, like, or something like that.
Bring the audience up to speed with like this picture book like retelling of the first 9 movies.
Right. That could be good, but I think we have hope. So all you Star Wars fans out there, including myself, we have hope and reason to be hopeful that Star Wars is going to turn around if this movie does good, if it performs well. So Lucasfilm can see that Star Wars is not just a TV media, that it has a place in the movie genre. Like Star Wars is the movies. It's what kicked off movies and made them big star movies. Star Wars and Star Trek,
Yeah.
Those are the star movies. Whoa, okay, let's keep going.
Yeah.
I threw in this one because I loved this series when it came out a couple years ago. Citadel Season 2.
You might be happy to know that I watched the first episode of Citadel.
Oh my gosh!
I actually watched something. Wow. Didn't finish the series.
Oh, well, that's dumb. Now I can't really talk about it. You have to go watch it. But Citadel has 3 series out right now. The first series, Citadel, Season 1, with your 2 main characters. What's his name? Finn Jonas? Nope, that's not his name. Sorry. James Marsden?
Let me look.
Sorry, Richard Madden. Oh my gosh, I almost James Marsden. I'm sorry, James Marsden, my Cyclops.
Like
Richard Madden.
It's like 3 different names.
I went through like 5 different names. Sorry, Richard Madden from you probably recognize him from like Game of Thrones and Eternals and stuff, all that. And I'm gonna butcher her name as I always do. Priyanka Chopra Jonas.
Priyanka Chopra.
Yep. I'm just gonna have Quinn whenever I'm gonna like mention her. I'm just gonna be like,
"Yep, Priyanka Chopra."
I'm gonna point to him, and he's gonna say it. They star in it, and they're the main characters, as well as their faithful helper in the back. What's his name?
The actor or the character?
The actor.
I have it right here if you want me.
Do it. What is it?
Stanley Tucci.
Thank you. Dang it, I knew it. Stanley Tucci.
It's Tucci.
How can I forget Stanley Tucci? I love that guy. He is so fun in all of his roles. Love that guy. So, those are the 3 main ones in the first season. It's a spy show about two different spy families. One's good, one's bad, obviously.
Classic.
And then the bad organization takes over and destroys the good organization, and that's what sets off the series. And then it's all about these two agents trying to regain their memories and figure out how to defeat Manticore, the
bad agency.
The bad agency. So that was the first Citadel series, which came out, I want to say, 21?
Close. 23.
Was it 3?
It's 23.
Was it 3? Okay. 2023. So it was a while ago. So it's been 6 years since the first one. But in the meantime, we've had 3 years.
There you go.
It's been 3 years since the first one. But in the meantime, we've had
almost
two
exactly,
other
actually.
series.
April 28th, 2023. Sorry, continue.
It's supposed to be like very close. Like that's on purpose.
Yeah.
But we've had 2 series before that. Citadel Diana, which follows a agent Diana who gets recruited by Manticore. So in the show you follow her as like almost an opposite of what the first show was, and then she's like working for Manticore. I haven't watched it. I started it just because I saw this was finally coming out for season 2, and I was like, oh, I gotta catch up. So I started watching that. It's super interesting. It's all in French. I think it's French or Italian. So subtitles. But it's made that way. This whole like world of the Citadel
Italian.
was Italian. Thank you. Was created by the Russo brothers.
Yes.
You know, Avengers Russo brothers. So they came up with this story.
The ones you should hear and be like, oh shit, or oh crap.
Yeah, the ones that you're like Russo brothers. You go. What?
The ears perk up just a little bit.
The ears perk up and so they made the Citadel Diana, and then the next one, Citadel Honey Bunny, which follows the child of
I wasn't ready. Priyanka Chopra.
character, Nadia Singh, as a little girl, and it follows her parents, showing that she has been like raised in this world of spies and spies.
Hell
and
yeah.
like this whole world of
Witchcraft.
espionage.
That'd be a fun twist for the second season. Abracadabra.
So Jennifer Sake approached the Russo brothers and their studio AGBO about making this show, and the Russo brothers like all like high action, like super intense. They are the executive producers in the Extraction series on Netflix. They make a bunch of other movies on Netflix, like The Gray Man and a couple others. So they love the action world.
Yeah.
But they were really intrigued with this idea of making this story that you don't quite understand at all until you've like watched a whole bunch of other different series. They also loved the idea of making separate series for like different parts of the world. Like they made like the Honey Bunny is specifically an Indian like franchise. Like it's all in their native language.
Hindi.
I'm so sorry what it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Hindi.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, Hindi.
So it's all in their language, and so it's specifically made like for that area. Same with the Citadel Diana. It's made for Italy. I mean, if you speak Italian, then that show's great, and you just need the subtitles for the English parts. And so they were very intrigued by making this like series that's gonna span for a while. I think now they have multiple shows coming out.
Yeah, there's a couple other non-language series that are announced. Don't know when they're going to come out, but they are rumored. A Spain and Mexican version.
Ooh, see, there you go. But like, and then to like, the main timeline of the Citadel is the regular show. So season 2 is going to advance it now that we've gotten 2 other shows to help like almost build on the character, build on the first season of like the story, because even in that story you don't fully know what Citadel or Manticore is. The two shows kind of explain it through the eyes of the characters in the show. Super good shows. Gonna try to watch them before season 2 comes out.
Yeah.
But
I'll probably watch them as well if you'd like me to.
yes, maybe we'll probably get to it. But this whole Citadel franchise is very overlooked, and I think deserves a lot more attention than it deserves. Just being a show that like is relying on you to almost go on like a hunt for the other shows, to not like because you don't understand the first show, but to like help you like understand the show better. Like you could watch the first season of Citadel and be like, okay, that was a pretty good show, you follow the story pretty well, but then you go watch the other shows and then you go back to the original show and you're like, oh, that's and then you start connecting the dots. And a lot of like series and franchises don't do that anymore, I feel like. So
I mean, the only ones who are
it's very nice to see.
The only ones who are really doing it are like Marvel and like DC.
Marvel
kind of doing that similar thing where it's like, here's a TV show, here's a movie, here's the main line. Oh, they all connect to the main line.
Yeah.
But they're
and Star Wars does it too.
Star Wars as well, yeah. But they're like the only ones, and funny enough, they're both Disney properties. So it's like
they're both Disney.
Disney, and then this new James Gunn DCU are really the only ones doing it. There's not a lot of other franchises, so it's cool to see something out of the superhero sphere continue to do it. You know.
Yeah, and they're doing it right, and all of the shows have gotten really good reviews. Both of them are above an 8, I believe, on the rating. Rotten Tomatoes are high for all 3 of the shows. So they're good shows. They're well done. There's like it's not some like grade B show that you watch on Hulu. So thought I'd bring that up and explain it because it's coming out soon on April 28th. And so get to watching, people.
Get to watching, me.
Mainly you. Okay, last trailer we're going to talk about today, and then we're going to get into some news because it is a shorter episode today.
Yes.
And we had a lot of trailers and news and stuff.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Punisher!
Punisher, One Last Kill.
One Last Kill, starring John Bernthal, and they want you to know it's starring John Bernthal. Yeah. They want you to know it's written by John Bernthal. You to know it's executive produced by John Bernthal.
John Bernthal will be your dad by the end of this. They want you to know.
He will replace Pedro Pascal as your daddy.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah? Is that what you want to go with?
Yeah. Just fill in the gap. Keep talking. Nope. Fill in the white space. Nope. I'm not here. Just keep. No. Yep. I said something dumb. Save me.
One Last Kill is, like we mentioned, starring, directed, written by John Bernthal. It'll be kind of like his big debut. And it is going to be something completely unique to the series. The series has always kind of had a psychological bit to it because Punisher's always kind of been haunted by his past, but it's clear they're really leaning into it. The first half of the trailer is like, if I understood the trailer correctly, which I probably didn't, but if I understood the trailer correctly, is like flashbacks and hallucinations and just kind of like general kind of like him just kind of continue to be haunted by what happened to his family and kind of haunted by what he's been doing. And one of the big words that came out during the trailer is like him trying to make good with his past. So it's clear that John Bernthal really wants to show that he understands the Punisher on a emotional and mental level. He is not just some mindless killer. John understands Punisher to the core of his brain. Like he understands the Punisher.
No, that was probably very well said. So this show it's not a show, sorry. It's a special. And so what that means is it's going to be a like not necessarily a movie. It's going to be like a really long episode length movie. Really, that's
Yeah.
that's like the best way to put it, because if you watched like Werewolf by Night, like that was a special. That was a Marvel special. That was like an hour and a half, pretty much.
The Guardians
like,
of the Galaxy holiday special.
That was like 45
Yeah.
minutes, maybe an hour or something like that. So it's not necessarily going to be a movie, which is movies are around an hour,
Hour and a half
to
to
2 hour. Yeah, but it is going to be longer than an episode. So, and it's under the Marvel Television logo, which means it'll probably show up as a TV series, which will be dumb. but it is under the Marvel Special Presentation or Marvel Spotlight, I think. I think it's under the Spotlight thing. I'll have to like look at that, because the Marvel Spotlight thing came out a couple years ago, and it was mainly made to showcase special characters and give them like more of a story on that character. And so I can see them doing a couple more other maybe unnamed characters, or maybe characters that show up in a movie that you don't quite know. They could do like a Marvel special to show those characters so you can understand them a little bit more. But we'd have to see the official synopsis.
I just wanted to do a slight correction. Looking into it, it is Punisher's not part of Marvel Spotlight. The most recent show that came out for Marvel Spotlight is Wonder Man.
Right, I do remember that.
Punisher's too mainstream and has had too many shows, like too many seasons of his show to be considered the, spotlightable.
Does that mean Wonder Man's gonna go out of the spotlight because they're getting a season 2? Or
No, I think Spotlight's more just like, here's a character that has never had a show before and is underdeveloped or unknown. Punisher was both known before his show and appeared in shows and Punisher and Daredevil and stuff. So it's like he was well known before they started the Marvel Spotlight project.
Right.
So Wonder Man, Echo, underknown, not really been anything else. Those two series are considered the spotlights.
Perfect. Quinn explained it. He explained it right when I needed him to.
Yep.
The premise: Frank Castle tries to live a life without the need for revenge, only to be drawn into an unexpected conflict. Punisher. That's pretty much just like the premise of Punisher. That's like it. That's all you need to know about the Punisher, and that's all I need to know about this show, and to just dive in and be excited what it's gonna come out to be. I'm excited.
I still need to watch him and everything.
Oh, you still need to watch the show. That's right. You haven't seen it.
No, again.
You need to jump on that, buddy.
I know.
This comes out May 12th.
It's
May 12th.
But
right after the last episode of Daredevil Born Again.
But Disney Plus, and Disney Plus freaking sucks.
Well, then I can help you do something else later.
No, I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I got it.
But I have a... Okay.
We can talk about it later.
So, yeah. John Bernthal is pretty much just doing everything in this movie, as well as starring in the movie.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't he?
It's the Punisher. He is the Punisher. It wouldn't make sense. Introducing Pedro Pascal as the Punisher.
No! But I don't know why it's called the One Last Kill. Does this mean Punisher is gonna stop killing, and that's why he shows up in the PG-13 Spider-Man movie? Because he doesn't kill anymore, or...
I could see that. I could see it being like he's learned the error of his ways.
But do we want that?
Will it be the Punisher?
Do we want the Punisher to go, like, not bloody murder killing machine?
I mean, I'm always for character growth personally.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it's like, if a character's like, you know what, maybe killing is not the right choice. Maybe just brutally maiming and forcing someone to, drink through a straw for the rest of their life.
That's just Daredevil.
Yeah.
But we don't need another Daredevil.
Batman, Moon Knight, take your pick.
Take your pick. And, yeah, I don't know. I think people are a little concerned because I, for one, is on their side. I don't know if I really want the Punisher to go to a maiming when it comes to certain enemies. But when it comes to, like, you know, maybe saving and stuff, like, he's the Punisher. I can see him just, like, mortally wounding you in the leg so I can catch up to you or so Spider-Man can save you. But, like, I don't know. Punisher needs to be the Punisher. And if they want to, I guess, keep him happy. And I trust John Berthel. I think he knows what he's doing. And so, like, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, like I've said, like he said, like everyone says, like he understands the character. You know, he's been Punisher for what? When was he introduced in Daredevil? Like
Daredevil.
It's like 20.
Like the first one in 2016.
16. Yeah, he's been Punisher for 10 years now at this point, like give or take. So it's like he understands the character. He understands Frank. I'd be shocked if John did something to betray who the Punisher is, you know.
Right. Ugh. So that's coming out in May. What was that? May 12th. May 12th. May 12th.
16th. I'm joking, May 12th.
Not May 12th?
No, it is May 12th. I was messing with you.
Oh. I was like, what? What?
It worked.
No.
I frazzled him.
I was right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that comes out right after Daredevil Born Again season 2 ends. Literally the next week, so you don't miss out. And then Spider-Man, and then Doomsday. Those are your Marvel projects for the year.
It's gonna be a stacked year for Marvel.
And Vision Quest. We were just reminded at CinemaCon about Vision Quest is still coming out later this year in September.
I forgot it was a thing.
I did too. And then they were reminded at CinemaCon that Vision Quest is coming out. And I'm actually, this could be really interesting because it's going to be following the White Vision. We know that James Spade, Ultron is coming back. Right? That's his name? James Spader? Maybe.
Yeah,
Ultron.
Yes, James Spader.
Okay, I was right.
Ultron?
Love him.
From the Blacklist?
Yeah, he's Ultron.
Yeah.
The Blacklist guy? Oh,
Yeah.
You listen to his voice, you're like, that's Ultron. So we know he's coming back. We know a female version of Friday is going to be showing up somehow. I think we may get some, like, you know, Avatar computer fighting, something like that. But it's also been said that Vision Quest is going to be the foundation story to set up the Champions. The Champions movie or series coming out. And I think they're going to have a big impact on Doomsday or Secret Wars than we think. I think they're going to come into clutch.
So, obviously, I know what the Champions are. But for the audience who might not know who the Champions are.
He knows what the Champions are.
Right. So, for the audience who doesn't know who the Champions are, why don't you give the rundown?
Okay.
If you can.
Even though you have it up for you, you know.
Yeah, of course. I clearly know it from memory. So, but, like...
Yeah. So... The reason people are saying that this is going to be the Champions stuff is because it is reported that Iman Vellani is coming back as Miss Marvel in Vision Quest. Because if you remember in, I think that's the end of the Marvels movie. Yeah, one of the end credit scenes of the Marvels movie is Iman Vellani sitting in Kate Bishop's apartment, acting like Nick Fury from the first Iron Man, there to recruit Kate Bishop for, like, a team up. So that, like, initially confirmed, that was a while ago, be like, oh, Young Avengers? And people are like, well, maybe it's just going to be a Champions. So the original Champions is, the original Champions is Miss Marvel, you have Nova, you have the Vision girl, Vizzy, or I forget what
Give me a second.
her actual name is called, and where's my list? Yeah, there's been, like, different iterations of the actual Champions and stuff. You got Miles Morales, you have the 7th smartest man, where's my... Oh my gosh, my list disappeared. I had it. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, Amadeus Chow. That's who I was thinking about. Sorry. And I was right. Viv. Yeah, Viv Vision. Technically the daughter of Vision. I say daughter because he built her. And
I was going to say because he is a robot.
Because he built his family. And it's very, very strange. Very strange. Yeah, you have Miss Marvel, Spider-Man, Nova. We haven't seen anything about Nova. We know there was some reports about Nova
There's been
series show, something coming out. And we know, like, the whole Nova Corps exists with the introduction of Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. So we know that eventually Nova will show up. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Wasp, one of the, like, Janet Van Dyne's and Scott Lang's kids, who takes over her mom's superhero. But because we haven't seen her, but we have seen Scott's kid, Cassie Lang, as it's a specific name. She enlarges herself. It's not on my list, but she does have a superhero name and it has to do with her embiggening, and so she could be in it in the Champions. She could be in the series, and because she just announced that she is gonna be in Doomsday. We know that for sure. She just announced that she was casted in Doomsday. It was on her Instagram, so she's going to be in Doomsday. So, maybe the Champions show up in Doomsday as well. We also have Ironheart is in the Champions at some point, and we just got a whole series on Ironheart. So, why wouldn't they show up? Why wouldn't she show up in the Champions? Yeah. Why not? Because she's there. And technically, one of Luke Cage's, one of the Defenders, who has been seen on set with Daredevil Born Again.
Luke Cage.
And Patriot.
Patriot. There's one more. Isn't Iron Fist also there? Or no?
No, Iron Fist, they de-age him for some of the series, and so if you watch some of the series, they'll like have him de-aged, kind of like in the Spider-Man, that one Spider-Man show that has the White Tiger and stuff. But we just got introduced to the female White Tiger in Born Again, the niece or something from the original White Tiger in the first season, who now has the amulet and is younger. She could be part of the Champions as well because she's in her younger stage. I am excited if they do a White Tiger something. I love the White Tiger character just because it's a mysterious amulet, and I feel like, and it's more like it's a, how do I say this respectfully, a Hispanic Latina family that has been like passed down with the amulet for generations, and I'm a sucker for those kind of stories and stuff. How it's like it's a family thing, the person doesn't want it. Yeah, the person doesn't want it, but they're called to it, and they take over, and then they become like just an awesome superhero. I'm a sucker for those kind of stories. But yeah, and Patriot, who we see in Falcon and Winter Soldier because he's the Black Captain America's like grandson or something, Ryshawn Lucas. I don't know if that was his name in the show, but we do see him a couple times, and so that was another people were like champion right there. So Champions are going to show up at some point. We know that for sure.
They're building it slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Also, we had some reports of, well, not reports, sorry. In one of the trailers, I don't know if it happened in one of the episodes or not, but Jessica Jones does say in Daredevil Season 2 that they came after her daughter. So now it's confirmed that she has a daughter, and if that is true, it depends on who the father is. But if it's who I hope it is, Danny Cage.
Oh, really?
I hope it's Danny Cage, because if they can do Danny Cage, she is a like awesome person in the comics, and when she grows up, she becomes like pretty much an OP Captain America. and I'm dropping Quinn a picture just so he can also see what I saw. But she becomes like pretty much an OP Captain America, and she has a 6 suit, and she pretty much has the powers of both her mom and dad, and becomes impenetrable, super strong, and can jump. In the show, Jessica Jones jumps, but in the comics, she literally flies.
I prefer.
She doesn't use that power enough.
I prefer grounded jumping.
But I really hope it's Danny Jones, and not. Some people are saying it's like the purple baby. I forget what their name is, but that she has with
Thanos.
Kilgrave. No, so Kilgrave in the first season of Jessica Jones rapes her. Like, that's one of the main plot lines in the first season.
I forget.
Sorry, everybody.
How dark Jessica Jones gets.
Jessica Jones is very dark, and I'm sorry if that upsets anybody who's watching, but that is one of like the main plot points in the first storyline is that he like makes people do whatever he says, and that's like his power and stuff. And she's like super distraught afterwards, and that's like the whole first season, and why she's always moody and drinking all the time is because of this character. And really that's what sets the tone for the rest of the show. But so some people are thinking that maybe it's his kid, which does happen at some point in the comics, and I really hope it's not, because I want Danny Jones because she is epic, and she grows up to be like this super awesome superhero in the future, and takes over as Captain America. And I mean, come on. We got to be thinking of the next generation of superheroes. We can't keep going back to Chris Evans, Superman, Superhuman. Like, he can't be always the Captain America. We need some other people to step up.
And they tried to they did Sam Wilson. They tried to use Sam Wilson as a new Captain America.
And they're still using him for sure.
Yeah.
But eventually he's not going to be Captain America. Eventually he won't be, and someone else will need to step up. Like, that's inevitable if they keep on making these movies.
Should we move on to nerdy news?
We can move on. Yeah.
Sorry,
I
got you distracted.
I did. You did. You got me a little distracted. But it's fine. Okay. So we are not going to be doing any of the nerdy news. We kind of just focused on trailers and then chatting about the future of the franchises of the trailers, because there was a lot of trailers. And we want to we're trying to keep some of these episodes a little shorter and not go into super long, unless you guys like it. If you do, comment below wherever you're watching. But to close it off, we're just going to go over some what are we watching or playing. Yes. We're going to add what are we playing just to add some more, because sometimes we're not watching anything, but we're playing video games.
Yeah.
And then we're going to tell you the homework and what we're watching next week for our movie review.
Yes.
So, Quinn, start us off. What are you playing, watching, reading, entertain us?
I haven't been watching much. As always. I will be watching this movie that we are going to be watching for next week, and I'll try and finish Mando, and I'll try and start watching Daredevil. Maybe
you need to start watching Punisher.
Punisher, then Daredevil.
Punisher, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll start watching those. What I'm currently doing is a new game came out called Mouse PI for Hire.
I just saw something about this.
Yes.
One of my friends just showed me this. I was like, is this like some sort of Disney thing? He's like, no, it's its own thing.
Nope, it's his own thing. You play as a mouse who is a private investigator after, the war. And it's this kind of like, it's this noir, jazzy, just shooter game, a la like Doom or Wolfenstein, like classic Lucasfilm or like classic Doom, where the controls are very fast and floaty, and so yeah, it's a lot of fun. The style is super cool. I love, because all black and white, so it's like it's black and white jazz, like it's super fun and super enjoyable. I would look into it, if not to play, but to watch.
This looks really fun.
Yeah.
I would totally look to this. Yeah, like I said, it's funny that you mentioned that because I literally just I was with my friend yesterday and we were going to college group and he like just brought it up and he's like, yeah, it's this new Mouse PI, and I was like, is that some sort of like Disney kind of game? He's like, no, it's its own thing. And he showed me like the image and I was like, oh yeah, I think I remember watching something about that.
Yeah.
And the art style looks really cool.
It's kind of blowing up right now because of it's just a cool game. It's super stylized, it's super fun. Yeah.
It sounds like it's a lot more, it's like more arcadey than like most games that we're getting this year,
Yeah.
and it's bringing that like life of a video game back.
Oh, 100%. It's arcadey, but it's also like it's long. I've been playing it for like 10 hours and I'm still like chugging through it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are good games when you just have so much to do.
There you go. Steam's finally loading. How many hours do I have in this currently? I'm curious now.
Now we get to know all of Quinn's Steam stuff. He doesn't know this, but we can see on his screen. Let's look into it right now.
No. How dare you figure out that I've been playing this game a lot?
It's fine. I just got a message from the editor. He said, yep, Quinn has been looking at very interesting games on Steam. His suggested games are very corny.
Yes. No, you don't know that I'm playing Hoonie Pop. Editor, blank that out. Blank that out. That's a joke. I don't own that game.
Editor, leave it in. We're making it a social media clip.
God, I do not own that game. I can send
Fine.
I can send you a picture.
It's fine. The editor is very lazy. He's very lazy. He doesn't do a lot of the things we tell him to do.
But yeah, so 6.8 hours.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Must be fun. It must be fun.
It's really fun.
That's good to hear.
Uh-huh.
That you're finding a fun game to play.
Yeah.
Fill in your time.
How about? I feel like there's a little passiveness in that. Ooh. How about yourself, Joe? How have you been watching and/or playing and/or reading?
Haven't been reading yet. If you see behind me, this is my next book right here. I haven't started reading because I'm scared once I start reading this book that I'm not going to be able to stop, and I still have things to do. So I've been watching a lot of stuff because, as I mentioned before, we're doing a big project, and I'm doing a whole bunch of graphic designing and stuff, and I needed to focus. But it's not necessarily like actual sound editing, so I could watch some stuff while I do some graphics and move stuff around in Photoshop and Illustrator and stuff. So I've been watching. I recently got on a Harry Potter craze. Yep. So I have started my rewatch of Harry Potter movies, and so I've watched the first 2 movies, and man, I gotta say those movies stand the test of time.
So good.
They are so fun. They're so joyful, especially the earlier movies. They're just, and their kids. Oh my gosh,
tiny little Radcliffe.
They're so tiny little Radcliffe, tiny little Watson. Like, she's so adorable.
And before the racial like subplot of the new show, like.
Oh yeah, I've just since the trailer of the new show came out, I was like, I just kind of want to go back and rewatch what we're gonna miss, and so I started rewatching, and I've also been playing the Hogwarts Legacy game that my sister got a while ago when it came out. It's so much fun.
It's so fun.
I haven't like actually played through it. I started it when she got it just because it was our new game, and so I was like, I gotta start it. I want to try it, but it's Wizard RPG. Like, what more can you ask for? It's like jumping around, shooting what magic out of your wand, switching to different load sets. It's really fun, and so I've gotten sucked back into the wizarding world. So starting on my Harry Potter Wizard rewatch, as well as trying to catch up with Citadel. I restarted watching Citadel Diana, but that's like not a show I can put on and like look away, because like we said before, it's Italian. So it's a show you gotta watch and you gotta read.
Yep.
So also started that.
Nice.
But that's about it for me. Like I said, I was pretty busy doing some other stuff, and life is getting a little more exciting for me now. But now we're going to get into what we're going to be reviewing next week, because there is a massive movie coming out later this year.
Joe's kept this hidden from me, so this is going to be a surprise for me as well.
Yes. Later this year, almost 2 decades ago, this movie came out, and it is finally getting a sequel in May. So we are going to be reviewing The Devil Wears Prada, the first one.
Okay.
It is it's available on Hulu, Disney Plus, so you're gonna have to bear with it, Quinn.
I can watch it. Yep.
Bear with it, but this is a very well-known movie, and also has Stanley Tucci in it, as we were talking about.
It has the Tucci.
Citadel.
And it
has the Tucci.
Emily Blunt.
Damn,
what a cast.
Meryl Streep. The cast is goated, for a movie like this about clothes and fashion. It did not need this many stars, but it does, because this kind of flew under the radar, blew up. Don't understand why it took so long to get a second one, because this film made almost over $500 million on an $80 million budget, so it was a huge success. High ratings, 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. So not the highest, but it is still widely regarded as one of the best movies with Emily Blunt and Anne Hathaway. And really, I think it started Emily Blunt's career, because this is her acting debut. This is her first movie, and really kind of just jump-started more of Anne Hathaway's career. It just boosted it more. So yeah, that is our movie that we are going to be reviewing. So that is your homework.
And
yours.
I will watch it.
No, don't give me that. It is a good movie. It is a great movie.
All right, I will take your word for it. And
I loved it. I love this movie.
And you'll get a crappy phone recording of me after I watch it, giving my final reviews.
That's nice. So, we're gonna end it. I'm gonna make this episode an audio recording. I think.
Okay. Leave it just for the audio.
Leave it for the audio.
Are you gonna explain why, or just?
It's just gonna come out as an audio, and people are gonna be like, "Wow, this is weird," and it's gonna be like, "Shut up." Well, it was just trailers, anyways. It wasn't an actual game, so that saved us.
Yep.
Look at us thinking ahead. Yeah. We're gonna end it. Devil Wears Prada is our next movie review. I think that's it, unless you have anything else to say.
No, that's it for me as well.
Beautiful. Then we shall send it off. Quinn, you started it. You get to end it.
Of course.
Per the rules.
We regret nothing. And thank you for listening to Pardon My Geek. See ya.
Bye-bye.